Day 2 of Vlogtober, and today I have for you a poem, a little mini craft that you can do from items from the dollar store, and I want to show y'all my nails. They're like glittery candy corns, and they are by Empress, and they come in the pack like that. They're in short, but these are what I have on, and I have my green little bandana on because I think it's kind of like witchy green and orange and like the pumpkin-y look. And I also have my pumpkin mug today because I feel like a big pumpkin, I guess. I don't know. But because I got my orange nails and my green and orange and green, and then my craft is going to be pumpkin related. So I'm like really into pumpkin. I think I might go get me a pumpkin latte after I do this video because I ran out of my favorite creamer for my coffee, and I had to use powdered creamer, which I don't like. So this is not going to do it for me today. But I need the coffee, so I'm drinking it. Okay, so oh my gosh, okay, so y'all know I live in Houston in the South, and today I woke up and it was 63 degrees. I am so happy that we had like a fall breeze. It was cool outside. It was sweater weather, and I was just so happy. I had a dream like 2 days ago. It was cold when I walked outside, and now I get to experience that. I'm so happy. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Okay, so well, it's 72 now, but this morning it was 63, like when I went out, and the high today is only 82, so that's good. It's gonna get back to in the 60s tonight, so I'm so happy. Yay, fall is here for real. Okay, so I have another poem that I want to read y'all from my little Halloween book, and it's called Witch Cat. Okay, so here's the picture. Witch Cat by Rowena Bennett. I want a little witch cat with eyes all yellow green, who rides upon a broomstick every Halloween, who purrs when she is taking off just like a purring plane, who doesn't mind a tailspin even in the rain. I want a cat who dares to light the candle of the moon and set its jack-o'-lantern face a-laughing like a loon. I want a cat who laps the milk along the Milky Way, a cat of spunk and character as daring as the day. But gentle-looking kittens are in the store to sell, and which cat is a witch cat, I really cannot tell. So she's looking for a cat to pick out to be her familiar, but she's saying all the cats look gentle and sweet, so I don't know which one is going to be a witch cat, which is cute. I really want a cat. I don't have a cat right now. I've had cats all my life. I've had black cats all my life. Ever since I was like 2 years old, I've had a black cat up until the age I was 20 something. I don't know. But now I have a dog. So, a Chihuahua. But eventually I will get another black cat, because I've had black cats, and I love them. They're so sweet. They're just extra sweet, and they have personality. To me, that I just love black cats more, not because, you know, I'm a witch, but I've loved black cats because it was the first cat I ever had. My mom got me a black cat named Lucky. Okay. Anyway, so let's move on to the dollar store craft. Okay, so they're selling these at the Dollar Tree in most dollar stores right now. Okay, it's like a carvable pumpkin. You can carve this, but I'm not gonna carve it. I know you've probably seen this on Pinterest or something, but if you want to jazz up your pumpkin and like stop it from being so boring, you need some gold thumbtacks from the office supply section in the Dollar Tree. And you just take those thumbtacks and you pin them. You like poke them into the pumpkin in between the little grooves like that, and you're gonna have like a gold an orange pumpkin that's gonna look like more expensive. And you're just gonna do this all around the pumpkin until you cover it. And it's just gonna give you a, you know, a more stylish looking decor for Halloween. And you can also leave these out as well for Thanksgiving because they're so chic. You can also paint this any color you like. See how it's coming out? Some people paint them white, black. I think black would really pop with this gold. Some girly girls do pink because they like the Victorian shabby chic pumpkin look, which would be good in my room, but I like the traditional Halloween colors. I like to stick to orange and blacks because I see this, my colors all year round. When it comes to October, I'm looking for oranges and blacks. See how that looks? So you just do this all the way around the pumpkin, and it's gonna look cute. You can also give these as gifts to people like who don't, like my mom. We're gonna have a fall festival, as she calls it. She doesn't like Halloween, but I love Halloween. So I might do a few of these for her table centerpieces with some flowers on top, or just, you know, part of an arrangement. I'm not sure, but this is something you can do for $2, and it's pretty easy. So as you can see how it's coming out, this is how it would look. I'm not going to finish it on camera because that would take too much time, but I will finish it once I'm done. And then I might do a picture at the end of the video so y'all can see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show y'all a painting my friend Jenny gave me. I did a house tour of her old house from the 30s, and an artist used to own the house. He just passed recently, but she gave me one of his old paintings, and it's like on a canvas and it's rolled up. So I'm just gonna stand up and show y'all the painting. It's like a flamenco Spanish woman, and she has like this black veil and a red dress on. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see if y'all can see it, but the close-up detail. And you know, like, it's like really Latina rooted. It's really pretty. It's Spanish, flamenco. Could be like, it's just really pretty. I don't know if I would call this, I think I would call this like Spanish. I wouldn't call it Latina, but it's really Spanish, European looking. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm probably gonna have it framed or try to create a frame myself and see what I can do with this. But I thought it was a really nice gift that she gave me. It's an original painting. It has like a little bit of like cracking in it, but you know, I think it's oil painting, but it's really nice. So I accept it as a gift. I love the energy of this lady in it. It's like she is very dark and mysterious, and she's not facing the camera. She's like turned, like, you know, so it's very mysterious. I like it. Okay, so let me see how much time I have left. Okay, I have a funny story, y'all. I have a funny story today. Yes, it's about when I was a mortician, but it's a funny story. So it's not gonna be gross or scary. Maybe I'll save that one for tomorrow, a gross one. I'll do a gross one tomorrow if y'all want a gross one, thumbs up. If y'all want a weird one, comment. Okay, so I used to work for a funeral home, and it was really nice funeral home. It was like $1 million, you know, $1 million funeral home, very nice building. But it was in the side of town where you cross the street, you're in a bad neighborhood. You go on this side, you're in the rich neighborhood. Okay, it's kind of close to where Beyonce grew up. It's like there was a nice neighborhood over here in the back. That's kind of why she, you know. Anyway, moving on. So this man died, and his funeral, you know, was, you know, planned. The day of the funeral, the family comes in, the wife, the children. They all sit down on the front row. They're crying. You know, everyone's sad. And then another group of another family walks in, and it's another lady with 2 kids. That was his mistress, or as we call it, side chick. And she came to the funeral with kids as well, which were his kids. And the wife, I guess she knew about her, or I don't know if she just found out or she knew, but the wife was very upset to see her there. But since those were his kids, you know, they let her sit on the other side, you know, of the chapel. So here's the wife and her kids, and here's the mistress with her kids, and the aisle is separating them, and the casket's right in the middle. So, you know, when the pastor comes up and says, let's bow our heads and pray, dearly, you know, blah 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 blah, he goes into prayer. Everybody has their heads bowed, eye closed, except for me, because y'all know I don't pray. I'll be looking around. I was in the back because I was, you know, I was the mortician, so I had to keep an eye kind of on everything. But usually the morticians would bow to pray too, but I didn't pray, y'all know that. So I'm looking around, and all of a sudden I see a shoe fly across the aisle and hit the mistress. The wife had took off her shoe and threw it like that and hit the lady, and oh my God, I had to fake sneeze and fake cough to keep from bursting out laughing. I was like my eyes started watering because that was funny. Oh my God. I'm still laughing to this day because can you imagine like a preacher up there preaching, or I mean praying, and everybody's head is bowed, eyes closed, and all of a sudden a shoe flies across the room and hits someone, and the mistress was like, ah! She screamed, right? And you know, nothing else happened. Like the wife didn't do anything else. That was just her like sneak attack. That's what I call it, a sneak attack. And so it went smoothly and then until the end, you know, when they call up people, if anyone has anything to say about such and such, please come down and, you know, say a few words. So this guy comes up, and I think either it's his brother or someone in his family. It was an older man around the same age as him. So he comes up and he says, well, I'm just going to call him Ed because I don't know his name. Well, Ed was a good man. But he wasn't the best husband. Oh my gosh. Okay, they started playing the organ over his speech to shut him up and get him down from there, because he was about to, you know, go in on how he cheated on his wife and had kids outside the marriage and this and that. But I guess he saw the shoe fly as well. But they stopped him and started playing the song. And that was the funniest thing that, not the funniest, but that was one of the funniest things that ever happened while I was working, because these people, sometimes they drink before the funeral and they get a little tipsy and they want to get up and talk and tell all the business of the dead person, especially if you work in an African American funeral home. It is crazy. Okay. So that was like the whole, like, no one even saw the shoe except for me and like 2 other people, and I don't know who else had their eyes open, but that worked there. Me and 2 other people that worked there saw the shoe fly, and we were just like, you know, what the heck? So usually at these type of funerals, they have one funeral director standing on this side of the casket and another funeral director standing on the opposite side of the casket, because people will start throwing stuff, trying to jump in the casket, you know, bump into it while trying to, you know, move around or get away from a certain person they don't like in the family, and they might be over emotional and bump the casket. So the funeral directors have to stay at each end of the casket to keep anything from happening. Okay, so I'm going to end that story there. Thank y'all for watching so much. Happy October 2nd. This is day 2 of Vlogtober. Thumbs up if you like my crazy mortuary story, and if you like my pumpkin craft and you're gonna try it. And if you're doing Vlogtober, put it in the comments and I'll come watch your channel as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with day 3 of Vlogtober. Bye.